Welcome, humans and cats. Um, Wednesday morning Hatha class. My teacher this week, or one of my teachers, has been talking a lot about freedom, and I think freedom is it's a really lovely theme for the week. So I'm going to adopt it as well. And there's so much to explore around freedom, but I think from a yogi's point of view, ultimate freedom is almost complete detachment from the material world. Certainly in the older, more Hindu texts, it's a Buddhist like renunciation of the real world. But in a more practical day to day kind of way, I think it comes back once more to this kind of core concept of living in the moment. So it's a freedom from a need to be something, it's a freedom from a need to judge ourselves against what's in the past. And it's a freedom to just, in the yoga practice, enjoy the practice, do what feels right, and not think about, I want to do a handstand, or, go, yes, okay, I'm just going to take child's pose for 5 minutes. So there's that freedom from expectations that we've imposed on ourselves or we feel like are being imposed by others. And a realization that those are illusory. So let's settle the eyes, maybe let the eyelids become heavy. And let the shoulders maybe slide down the back just a little bit more. You might roll the shoulders back gently once or twice, just so they feel settled and relaxed as they can be right now. So those were some ideas around freedom. As we sit for a few moments, maybe see how that word resonates with you this morning, or this afternoon, or whenever it is that you're watching this. What is the core of freedom, or what is a freedom that seems tantalizingly out of reach? And maybe we could reframe it and find that bit more freedom. Letting something go, giving ourselves that bit more permission. I suppose ultimately it's freedom to be ourselves at its fullest, at their fullest. Checking in with the spine, and especially if the head is bowed down, can we grow tall, feel proud and strong through the core, worthy of freedom, worthy of giving ourselves this permission to be ourselves 100% unapologetically. To let things go that are holding us back. Track the inhale, track your next inhale up through the back of the nostrils, the back of the throat, down the spine, and let the inhale, energetic, the prana gather at the base of the spine. As you exhale, draw in the belly, trace it back up the spine, out the nose. A softening of the shoulders, but a retaining of the height. Another inhale. Imagining this energy moving down the spine, gathering at the base. Exhaling. Gently bring the hands to meet at heart center. And we're going to chant Om 3 times together to open this practice. And we're breathing in together for Om. 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 Let the chin bow just a little. Skin at the back of the neck softens. Fixing this word freedom in your mind to return to later. Let's gently flutter open the eyes. We'll let the fingertips fall out to the side. Inhale. Interlace fingers. Exhale. Draw the palms upwards. Feel like the triceps squeeze in as the shoulders drop down the back. Inhale. Gentle, gentle back bend. Expand the chest. Exhale. Hands come forward. Gaze drops down towards just in front of the groin. Round the upper back. C-shaped stretch here. Release fingers to knees, palms to knees. Inhale, roll shoulders back, open heart. Exhale, roll it in, starting from the pelvis, C-shape, chin down towards the chest. Inhale to neutral spine, fingers interlaced behind the back, heel of palm together. Open heart. Exhale, fold forwards. Control it from the core, come forwards slowly. Maybe you drop the head towards the mat, maybe you stick with long spine. Lift the palms a little higher. Inhale, back up, release hands. Exhale, fingertips by either side, and now side bending. Inhaling up and over, and we'll come down into a couple of stages here. So settle shoulders, check the neck is relaxed, and check that the pelvis is even. If we feel like the sitting bone of the raised hand is lifting up, push into the grounded hand. And now maybe the hand creeps away, maybe the elbow bends and we find a bit more depth. Really nice, really nice. And just keep that gaze coming forwards or even slightly up to keep the chest open. Beautiful. Raise those fingertips up, follow with the gaze, other hand up and over. Side bend to the other side. Lovely. So again, first station here, check in with the grounding of the sit bones, the relaxed nature of the shoulder, a soft neck, and then exhale, come a little deeper, however deep that is for you today. And gaze forwards or slightly up. And then the fingertips up, and we follow the fingertips up, and you can float the arms down. Inhale to heart center. Exhale, turn the hands in so the fingers are pointing towards the sternum, round upper back. Inhale, open the hands like a book. Exhale, backs of hands together to this belly button this time, around the lower back. And inhale back to neutral. From here, how's it go? Let's stay seated and we'll take this grinding pepper motion just to start getting into the rotational aspect of the spine. You can time this with the breath, inhaling forwards and exhaling back, or you can try doing it a bit more quickly if you want. I used to love doing this really quickly when I was younger and my spine was more supple. Now I like to do it a bit more slowly. Sad but true. Deeper if you can, come a bit deeper. And go the other way if you haven't. Okay. So we're going to do something a little bit on the funky side of things. We're going to try this side lunge that I showed in my splits warm-up thingy. So it's as if we were taking a normal low lunge. Then we're just going to open that knee out to the side. We may want to pad under the knee. Make sure the back toes are tucked and pushing toes strongly down and keeping the hips forward should help keep the pressure out of the knee. Strong core here as well. What we're going to be doing is we're bending this knee and we're using that to open this space between the legs. And we're trying to keep the body upright. So let's slow it down, come a little deeper and hold. So if we've got the knee not so far out, as long as we're still getting this opening feeling here, this lengthening of the inner thigh, that's absolutely fine. Keep the toes pointing in the same direction as the knee though. That's really the key thing here, so the knee bends over the foot. And if we can open the leg out a little bit more now, we've done a couple, give it a go. It might be a smaller bend, that's fine. Ease into that. Okay, so now bring the weight back over this grounded knee and we're going to turn the foot out. We're going to come to gate pose. So gate pose, and bring my leg in a bit. This line is straight, shoulder to knee. So again, we're coming towards a level pelvis. Maybe put the hands on the hips and see if you can find one hip is elevated and bring them a little bit more to neutral. It may well not come completely flat. That's very normal. So gate pose. So this is my left leg, left arm down there. We inhale up and over. So we've got a side bend here. And the usual sorts of cues. So the shoulder might want to raise up. See if we can settle the shoulder. See if the neck can move. Maybe fingers creep down the leg a bit as we open up the tissues. Then we inhale up, just like in our normal seated side bend. The fingers are going to come all the way over and down. Inhale the hand up. So this is like our side angle pose. And our warrior two, we've got this straight line from fingertip to toe. On an exhale, thumb goes back towards the back knee and the finger sweeps across. And we inhale up. It's a circular sweeping across on the exhale. Up. When we come up, push the hips forwards as much as possible before we go back again. Inhale, push hip forwards and back. One more, all the way around. And now we're going to come to a modified half moon. So the fingers are going to creep away a bit further and the hand's going to come down flat. Left leg lifts. The ideal here is for the hips to be above one another, but I don't think most of us would be able to do that, and the hand can come up. But that's where we're going. And now a few leg raises here because, well, it would be rude not to. Really pumping up those adductors today. Nice. Now we're gently going to land the foot, walking the weight back over the knee. And we're going to come back to our gate pose. One more side bend here. And then step the knee in and let's come down just to sit on the heels for a moment. And then we'll come to our side lunge on the other side. So again, setting up, You might find you need to pick up the knee and put it back down to release the skin on the knee. And pushing off the back toes and opening the hip, engaging the core are what will help lift up off the knee. Oh, my throat's going again. I don't do as much talking, sort of Saturday to Wednesday, and then suddenly loads of talking. So again, side lunging here, looking to lengthen this space. You see, if the body was like this, if this line becomes flat, that's your side split. So it's working towards that side split by increasing the angle between the thighs. Hold for a few breaths where it feels comfortable but like it's doing something. Nothing too crazy. Back to neutral and over to gate pose on the other side. So right leg out to the side, side bend. And then we're coming all the way over. Inhaling, circling that arm up. So on the fingertips here to help build wrist strength. And then again, on an exhale, bum goes back, fingers sweep down towards the extended leg. Inhale, open, push hips forwards. Pushing my chest will push hips forwards. Exhale, fingers over to the foot. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling it up. I think probably need to do a couple more of these. Inhale, one more. Exhale, over to the toes. Inhale, up and stay. And we're coming over to that half moon. So maybe slide the back foot in first. Keep the weight here. That's how we will avoid dumping into the wrist too much. Balance point is here. The fingers are just helping us. The hand can come down as we float the foot. Let's get those leg raises. Nice. Last one, land it. We're coming back to our gate pose. Side bend. Straighten it up, knee in. Now this time keep the toes tucked. And this one is going to be intense. You may want to reach for your block. We're going to come to sit on the tucked toes. It's as simple as that. Toes on fire pose. And try to bring the spine upright and the weight directly above the heels. And yeah, if it's too much, you can put a brick here. And it's because we just tend to not stretch out the feet like this very much at all. So there's often a lot of cramp and discomfort here. But actually, do this just a little bit, sort of once every week or two, and it starts to become very manageable. Be here for a few more breaths and stay in it. Some new tunes today. I'm loving this one. Okay, we're going to come out. Let's come out. We're going to come forwards with the hands. Untuck the toes. Give them a good drumming on the floor. Get some life back into those feet. Okay. Tabletop position. How convenient. So let's find the knees under the hips, the wrists under the shoulders. Check in with the hands, index fingers straight forwards and parallel with each other. As we inhale, can we round the upper back and feel the spine lifting between the shoulder blades? Hold that and stick the bum up a little bit as well. Draw the tummy in. So this is like the natural idealized curve of the spine. Exhale, push off the toes, round the back, drop the head, raise the knees off the ground an inch or two. Drop the knees, inhale. Classic cat-cow, open it up, chest open, gaze lift. Exhale, pushing off the toes, round it through, and again, float knees. Draw the tummy in. Lower the knees, inhale. Gaze forwards. Now, make sure you're nicely settled in your tabletop position. Strong left toes, energy through the left toes, picking up the right knee. And we're going to come to what people insist on calling the doggy fire hydrant, because there isn't a better name. We're lifting that right knee up. Try to keep the rest of the body as still as possible. Exhale it back in. Going for 5 of these. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. It's all about thigh strength today, apparently. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Keep the knee hovered. Extend right leg back. Inhale. Add left hand. Maybe gaze comes up. Maybe gaze is down next to the hand. Neck happy. Exhale. Curl it in. Knee to nose. Maybe give the knee a kiss. Inhale it long. Exhale. Curl it in. Curl it in. My teacher Jeff calls this the Freddie Mercury. Curl it in. Last one. Left hand down. Right leg back. Step it round. Step it round. We're taking our little warm-up lizard shape here. We've done this loads. Tricep glued to the knee. Majority of the weight in the feet. I feel like we're drawing circles with the tailbone. Other way, if you haven't already. And then walk the fingertips forwards a little bit. Roll the shoulders back. See if we can open the heart and lift the chin here. And as we exhale, keeping the gaze forwards like you're a predator until the point where the neck becomes a little bit uncomfortable. Finding a bounce there. Inhale, lift up, exhale. One more. Inhaling, exhaling. Now, keep those back toes tucked. Right hand might come outside that foot again, and we're coming back. Bottom is coming back towards the heel. So this is where we're going. Hatha hanumanasana. Finding our spot there. So obviously the leg might not be straight. The fingertips on the ground I'm going to use to help us lengthen the spine. So you see naturally I'm going to round my spine. Pushing off through the fingertips helps me to send the tailbone back. Stick the bum out, lengthen the back. Toe is on fire again. Maybe exhale, maybe there's a fold here. Maybe there's the idea of a fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fingers forwards, runner's lunge. Pick up back knee, left hand down. Inhale, open twist. Probably better go round. I'm going to forget all of these. Exhale, hand down. Step it back. Three-legged dog, right leg high. Stretch, lift the heel, lift the left heel. Exhale, maybe lower the left heel. Inhale, raise. Exhale, lower right foot down, drop the knees to the mat. Few breaths in child's pose. Few breaths in child's pose. Rest. Remember, my theme is freedom, so I am telling you what to do, and you can ignore me. Take a rest whenever you need to take a rest. Try and stick in it as much as we can. And do the work that's in front of us, and we enjoy the rewards without attachment to the rewards. This is Dharma. Come back to your tabletop. And again, let's just find that rounding the upper back, sticking the bum out, drawing the tummy in. This really switches on the inner core system muscles, the transverse abs, the oblique abs, that protects and holds the spine and gives us the lifting strength for all of the fancy stuff and all the just sitting in a chair without getting a sore back. So great for everybody. Relax it, inhale up, cow, exhale round the back, inhale neutral, and we're coming to the doggy fire hydrant 5 times. Inhale, left knee out to the side, strong core, exhale, inhale, exhale, lifting coming from deep in the belly, 3, exhale, 2 more, inhale, exhale, last one, inhale, left knee to the left, exhale, line it up, keep the knee lifted, exhale, send that leg away, inhale, right arm comes forward, maybe the gaze is towards the fingers, maybe the gaze is towards the mat, exhale, round it in, curl it in, inhale it long, exhale, inhale, one more, exhale, curl it in, maybe you kiss the knee, inhale long, right hand down, exhale, step the left foot forward, little lizard, baby gecko, maybe we'll call it a baby gecko. Drawing the circles of the tailbone up on the fingertips, that wrist strengthening. Lovely, and let's come the other way. When you feel like you've evened it up, walking those fingertips forwards, and rolling the shoulders back. Keep these toes engaged, that will help you have the support in the core. Glutes are engaged as well. Open the heart, look forward. Exhale, predator, crouch. Inhale. Exhale, so the gaze remains fixed on one point as we do these. Inhale. Exhale, let's lift up again. Inhale. Coming back to that half splits, left hand comes outside the left foot, buttocks back towards the heels, fingertips down when we arrive, wherever we're arriving. Again, we might be up here, and that's fine. Use the fingertips to help stick the bum out and lengthen the spine. Very nice. Again, on an exhale. So the pelvis would tilt over, and that would allow the spine to come over. So that's what we're trying to imagine the skeleton, imagining what we'd need to let go of to get the spine going this way. Inhaling to the front of the mat, we're in this little lunge. Right hand goes down flat, back knee up. Inhale, that open twist. Strong left foot. Maybe you can float that right hand. Feet are doing all the work. Exhale, left hand down, left leg back and up, 3-legged dog. Reach the heel. Feeling really nice and long here. Exhale, right heel goes down towards the mat, stretching the hamstring, stretching the calf. Inhale, lift right heel on the ball of the right foot, get long. Maybe point the toes, see how that feels. Exhale, lower that heel. So there's something called flointing, which is where you point, but then you flex the toes back. So try flointing. This is also sometimes called Barbie feet. Inhale, lifting that heel. Exhale, lower the heel down. Bring the left foot in to meet the right. And let's take a few breaths here, downward dog, taking whatever little movements you want in your downward dog. Experimenting, seeing what you can feel, see where you can feel muscles lengthen, tissues lengthen. Maybe under the armpit, if you draw one hip back and away. Maybe raising the heels, lowering the heels, or bending the knees and lengthening the heels away to draw the legs back to straight. Maybe there's a sigh, maybe there's a lovely and you just go of something. Give yourself permission to be silly. Give yourself permission to be completely still and serious. So one more thing here in this dog. Weight onto the left hand. Right hand starts to become light. Right hand comes onto fingertips and like a little spider walks halfway down the mat. Settle into your balance. If you can root this left shoulder so it feels strong. Maybe the right hand comes across to the left shin, the left ankle, or even the left heel. If you've got hold of the left leg, turn and the gaze comes under left arm. Bonus challenge. Maybe the right leg can float. This is quite likely to cause falling over, and that's okay. Give yourself permission to fall over. If you raise the leg, lower the leg. Oh, difficult. And then let's bring the right hand back to the front of the mat and we're coming straight to the other side on. So right hand is strong. Left fingertips, spider walk the left hand. Settle. So you might need to screw the right hand into the mat to bring the right index finger back forwards. Find that strength for the right arm, left arm, right leg, looking under the right armpit. Maybe we add the leg. Maybe we don't and just say we did. Oh, there we go. I've fallen out now as well. Feet down. And let's come down to child's pose. Backs of the hands on the mat next to the ankle. And lift it up and come back through to our tabletop once again. Back through to the tabletop. Right toes go back, touch down, push the heel away, stretch the calf. Pick up left knee, point toe. Left knee, left wrist. Inhale, three-legged dog. Left foot down. Right knee steps through, calf stretch, point toe. Right knee, right wrist. Inhale, three-legged dog. Right foot down and walk it to the front of the mat. Roll it over Hastasana. Exhale, Tadasana. So let's continue to work into these thighs. Let's come over to Goddess. So just like in our side lunge, the key cue you'll always hear here is you want the knee coming over the foot, and usually the second toe is the guidepost. And feel like the knee is coming over the second toe. And often as well, the key to protecting joints is muscular engagement. So I actually really feel like I'm pushing my feet down, like I'm working my glutes on purpose to create the support for this. I'm rocking out through those a little bit more. And we're going to inhale, straighten legs, get tall. And then lion's breath. So for lion's breath, gaze goes cross-eyed in, tongue comes out, hands come down to the waist. Well, it's just like that. So again, having a bit of fun with this. Inhaling it up, lion's breath. Two more. Inhale. Anything else you can just get out now. You're completely muted. Let all that go. Brilliant. Turn feet to parallel, hands to hips. Bum goes back, knees can be a little bit soft. Finding a forward fold. Maybe hands go down, and maybe the fingers don't reach. Fingers can come to blocks, or we bend the knees. Try to keep a flattish back. A few breaths here. Maybe there's a little more softness. Breathe. Imagine something nice just in front of your face. Ice cream, maybe that lets you get a little bit more. This is an official technique, by the way. I'm not just making this up. This is in stretching scientifically. Nice, slow breathing. Then gently going to come back up again. So you might bend the knees a little bit more. Bring hands to thighs or hips. Push outwards through the feet to feel supported and strong as you come up. Hips come forwards. Step the feet in. Come back to the front of the mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, lower the hips. Chair pose. Don't need to take this to a ridiculous extent. Send the buttocks back. Fingertips come together like this, like we're holding a little ball of energy, twisting to the right. Have a look at your knees. As one knee crept forward, level out the knees. Inhale to center. Exhale, twisting to the left. Again, check in with the knees. See if we can get the knees in line. Inhale to center, arms up, legs straighten. Exhale, fold forwards. Now I haven't taken the standing forward bend yet today, so let's spend a few moments here getting into the juicy bits of it. So we like to not be like this, but instead we like to bend the knees until the ribs reach the thighs, even if that's down here. And then we let the head be heavy as if it is filled with wet sand, let the arms be heavy. Maybe fingers come to back of the head interlace. Maybe as the head gets heavier, the weight comes over the heels a little more and there's a little more straightness in the legs. The ribs remain glued to the thigh. Release the hands at the back of the head. Bend the knees even more. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, we're going to step the right foot back for a low lunge. Low lunge, toes touch. Inhale, hands up. Trying to open here. I'm going to twist over to the left. I'm going to take this twist, so the body's going to stay upright, arms are going to go long. I don't know why I point my fingers, maybe the fingers could be long like that. That just feels good. I'm turning to look at the back hand. And then circle the back hand down and up. Inhale up, arms up. Exhale, fingers come down. Back to our half splits again. Inhale forwards. Pick up back knee. Exhale. Plank is the word I'm looking for. And then exhaling down through our chaturanga. Feel free to drop the knees. Inhale, slide through for a little shalabhasana. If the body's not quite ready for that, you can drop the hands and just take a mini cobra. But we're picking up the feet in the hands if that feels okay. A little swim through the air with the head. How's the head, the neck? Hopefully nice and relaxed. They're being lifted by the heart, the chest. Imagine you're flying. And then hands down, tuck toes. Inhale, plank round. Exhale, dog. Pedal it out. Bend the knees deeply again. Bring the ribs towards the thighs, bringing the ribs onto the thighs. Awesome. Ears are framed by the biceps. Exhale. Send the heels away. Try to keep the torso still. We might find a bit more depth, a bit more pelvic rotation here in our dog. Strong left foot, pick up right foot, extend back and away. Three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee under the body to the nose. Inhale, right foot back up and away. And this time stepping it through. Stepping that right foot through, land it, drop the knee, it's the low lunge on the other side. Inhale, exhale. Looking for that pelvic tuck. Flat belly, strong, engaged lower belly. It's almost better to be throwing it back like that in terms of getting these core muscles switched on. This is just training you to have a weak back. However, like cool and yogic it might be. Tuck it in. Twist. Exhale. Open it out. Twist. Inhale. Arms up. Exhale. Ardha hanumanasana. Inhale. Fingertips frame right foot. Back knee up. Left foot in. Fold on the exhale. Roll up on the inhale. Exhale. Hands through heart center. Tadasana. Inhale. Chair pose. Option. Tiptoe chair. Holding the ball of energy. This is really difficult. Inhale, twist to the right. Exhale to the middle. Inhale to the left. Exhale to the middle. Inhale, reset the arms. Exhale, fold, lower the heels if they're lifted. Inhale, halfway lift. We're stepping the left foot back. Exhale, left foot back, fingertips slide back. Drop the knee. Inhale. Option, pick up back knee if you want. Exhale, open into the twist. And maybe we drop it back. Fingertips coming back towards that back leg. Maybe we're still here. Maybe we're here. Inhale, hands center. Exhale, knee down if it's lifted. Ardha hanumanasana. Inhale, forward. Back knee up. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or back bend of your choice. See if you can pick those feet up. It's really difficult, but you've got to start somewhere. Give it 5 years. Tuck toes. Press up. Downward dog. Nice big sigh. Let's inhale that left leg back up and away. Exhale the left knee to the nose. Give it a kiss. Inhale. Exhale, the left foot comes through. Plant it down. Dropping the knee. Opening the hip. Options, pick up right knee. Exhale, open into our twist. Maybe. I don't know how to describe this. It's kind of like a side bend and a twist at the same time. Inhale, hands forwards. Exhale, drop the back knee if it's lifted. Half splits. Inhale, forwards, pick up back knee, step it in. Hold. And up. Exhale, Tadasana. An hour and a half's longer without all the talking, isn't it? Inhale it up. Gently fold it forward, slowly forward. Inhale the half lift. Exhale. So stepping it back nice and slowly. Inhaling, high lunge. Exhaling, dipping the knee. Try to keep this left leg straight. Exhale, send that right heel away. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze the glute. Inhale. Exhale, 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, last one. Inhale. Exhale, turn that heel out. Warrior 2. A little wiggle in the warrior 2. See if we can find shoulders above hip bones. As we look for the depth in this pose, we keep the body upright. We look to send the pelvis downwards. That means increasing the gap here, just like we've been working on all session. So it should be a nice stretch here. And we don't let the knee come forward. So if the knee's coming forwards, we're ready to move the foot forwards. A few more breaths here. Add the arms. Gaze over the front fingers. Extend. We're going to come to these arms. Right arm up, left arm up the back. If the fingers can meet, the fingers can meet. Otherwise, we grab a hold of the top. And remember, we don't want to squash the head with the arm. The chest is still open. And then we're going to side bend to the back with the hanumanasana arms. Inhale back to the upright. And extended side angle. Hanumanasana arms variation. Inhale to straighten. Release arms. Inhale, straighten left leg. Exhale, hands to hips, guide right hip above left hip. Inhale, left arm long and away, open chest. Exhale, fingers find block, leg or Trikonasana. Gaze to left foot, bend left knee. Right fingertips down, turn up right heel. We're in a long runner's lunge here, so bring the knee forward to lengthen the body. So we're really long between heel and shoulder. And exhale, leave the fingers where they are. Push strongly down through left foot. Draw the left hip back, coming towards pyramid pose variation. It's a bit long for me. I'm going to move my foot in. Free to adjust as necessary. Looking for that flat back. Keep drawing the left hip back. Inhale, come forward, runners lunge. Exhale, pyramid pose. Really feel like this front foot is trying to go that way. That will help to really keep your knee feeling happy. Inhale forwards. Exhale. Inhale forwards, drop, back knee. Exhale, half split. Inhale forwards. Pick up that knee. Open twist, left hand up, right hand down. Exhale, land the left down. Step left foot back and take vinyasa. Chaturanga. Back bend of choice. Exhale back to dog. Inhale, right leg. We need more exciting music, I think. Step the right foot through. Follow it with the left fold. Take a couple of breaths in a forward fold. And then roll it up. Find your Tadasana. Let's come over to the other side. Inhale up. Exhale, fold it forward. Fold it down. Inhale, half lift. We're arcing that foot back. Exhale, left leg back and away. Toes touch down. Inhale up, high lunge. Keeping this knee fairly still. Inhale, dropping back knee. Exhale, extend the heel away. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. One more for luck. I can't remember if that's the last one. Exhale, lengthen the leg. Turn the heel out. Find that warrior two. I'm going to change sides so I'm still facing you. Finding that warrior two and settling. So this is the other leg. Take a few moments again to find the depth of the pose two. Think about this alignment. Add the arms when you're ready. And again, the hanumanasana arm. So this time the left arm will be up. And the right arm's going to be coming down to it. Check if the ribs have popped out. To draw the pelvis under a bit more, the belly in. Inhale, side bend to the back foot. So let's do one more of those on this side. We could have lingered here a little more. Inhale. Exhale. Trying to keep the legs as still as possible. Inhale, back to warrior two. Reverse triangle, front leg straightens. Exhale, hands to hips. Strong front foot. Right hip guided under left hip. Inhale, right arm forwards. I'm a little teapot. Exhale. Trikonasana. I didn't manage to find a more exciting track. Still really am. Soften front knee, gaze to the right foot. Fingertips come down. We're coming to this long runner's lunge. Get long between heel and crown of head on the fingertips. Exhale, coming back to our pyramid pose. Right hip goes back. Long back, long neck. Inhale, forward to runner's lunge. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Come forwards again, drop that back knee. Exhale, back to a half split. Inhale, forwards, left hand down, right up. Exhale, right hand frames the foot, step it back, and we'll take our vinyasa. We'll have another go at the music. So chaturanga, follow that with your back bend. Come back to your downward dog. Set in the downward dog for a few moments. I think basically I need a different playlist. This is all really nice. Stick in your downward dog. So we've opened and we've strengthened the hips. Let's add on now. So inhaling that right leg back, up and away. Get long. Open the hips, stack the hips, bend the knee. We're going to try coming over to wild thing. So if you haven't done this, nice and slowly. Bend the elbows a little bit for an extra bit of support. Gaze outside the mat, and we're going to try to get those right toes down, nice and slowly. And we're opening up, we're on the tiptoes of the right foot. Wild thing. See if you can move some of the weight back towards the feet, give the wrist a break. And then look down at the grounded hand. Ground the right hand, the lifted hand on the mat. Reset, right leg goes back up and away. Good job, nice. Right knee is going to come towards the right elbow. Point the toes. Inhale the right leg back. Exhale the right knee over towards the left elbow. We move position for this. We're going to come to fallen triangle. So the right foot's going to come out to the side. Right foot could be down, or it could be lifted. Left arm up in the air. Maybe you want to try reaching for the foot. Then the left hand lands. Once more, we inhale the right leg back up and away. Exhale, step the foot through. The right foot comes through. Drop the back knee. Now we're going half splits again. Get long, lift up. Frame the foot, step in. Forward fold and lift up. Tadasana. Inhale up. Exhale, forwards. Half lift. Exhale, land the hands. Let's come back through plank. Chaturanga. Plank. Chaturanga. One more plank. Chaturanga. Inhale through to your back bend. Tuck toes, lift hips. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left heel, left leg back and away. Wild thing again. So first we open the hips, stack the hips, bend left knee. Take a look at where we're going to land that foot outside the right foot. Bend the elbows slightly for suspension. Left fingertips get light. Left toes touch down. Push the hips forwards, just like in our gate pose. Right at the beginning. Wild thing. Open the heart. Look at where you're going to land the left hand next to your right hand. Land the left hand. Inhale, left leg back and away. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale. Coming across. So left knee twists under the body to the elbow. Hold, then extend the leg. So if it's too much to lift the leg, you land the leg or you lift the leg. As you're ready, right hand comes down, back onto the toes. Inhale, left leg back. Exhale, step it through, back knee down, slide it back. Inhale, forwards. And let's come back one more time here. Inhale, forward, step it through. Feet turn out, yogi squat, malasana. Coming through to our squat. from here. Plant the left hand down, tricep inside the knee. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, hand down. And take it to the other side. Nice. Exhale, the hands back down to the middle. When it comes forwards, feet come in, ready to transition to our crow pose, Bakasana. Knees coming towards the armpits maybe, or wrapping around the triceps. Weight comes forwards till toes flow. Draw the heels towards the buttocks. If you want, you can try a jump back. You can step it back to plank. Drop those knees down. And come back to sit upon the heels. Right. Does everyone have 2 blocks? Yeah, it's looking positive. Lovely. So we're going to need our 2 blocks fairly soon. So let's get those ready. And then fingertips forwards. Let's step that right foot through. We're coming into a longer lunge here. We've got the back toes untucked now. I'm really trying to get into these hip flexors. I'm going to hold here for a few breaths. Remember earlier we had our rounded upper back, tucked in belly, so we're looking for that inner corset here as well. Tuck those toes, exhale. That might be a bit hard on the knee. Once more back into the lunge. Add the arms. Lift the spine out of the pelvis. Open the heart. Exhale. Crane the foot. Pick up that knee. We're going to lift up one breath, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee comes down towards the right wrist. Land the foot, slide the left leg away. Going to pigeon pose. We could actually use the blocks here to help us get that body nice and upright. So we're not going to drop forwards, we're going to keep this up. Quite an active pigeon pose. If you're ready, the fingers could join behind the back like this. And we're going to go for a pigeon. I don't know what this is. It's like a reverse sit-up, isn't it? I don't know what the proper name for it is. Head's coming down towards the mat. Nice and controlled. Keep pushing the legs down to the floor, especially the front leg pushing down really strongly. 2 more of these. And then lift it back up. Let's come back to our lunge shape. Let's have our blocks ready. I think you've probably guessed what we're going to have a go at. So we might come just to a longer version of our half splits. Or maybe we're going to try walking our feet a little bit further apart. And just keep supporting ourselves on these bricks and finding our version of full hanumanasana for today. So coming towards our full splits. So it might just be here. Maybe we're coming all the way out, but we're working on it. Just working on it. So toes are tucked. Toes are tucked. The blocks might even be up here. Still trying to get the pelvis under, heart open. Maybe the legs get a little straighter. And we're going to use maybe a minute here. So again, maybe letting the eyes close, imagining something really nice, just out of reach. Maybe imagining a little more freedom around the hips, a little more softness. Maybe there's a little more length as we go along. In that region of effort, mild discomfort, but nothing that feels wrong or harmful. And always come back for more stretching in a couple of days. Now to come out, pushing down, gently drawing that front foot, step it back, and gently lower buttocks to heels, backs of palms to thighs, just like after we've done back bend. And just let that land, but it's intense. Let's get ready for the second side. Let's come over onto all fours. Quick wiggle, quick booty shake. Maybe a quick shake of the face. Let go of anything, any stories around that move. Whatever you just did was excellent and your best and perfect. So coming over to our lunges first, right? Left foot's going to step through. Back toes untucked. So this is all about lengthening this hip flexor whilst not overcooking that spine. So pushing off the back foot, pushing that under, rounding upper back, drawing belly in. And then this should really feel like it's getting a proper workout. Hands can be there. That can help get the belly back in and that upper back rounding. And it's back through our half splits. So I think it might be safer to keep the toes untucked as we lower back. Inhale forwards. Second round of lunge. Maybe there's more depth. So to bring up stretching scientifically again, it's an amazing book. It's this line here that wants to be straight for your full splits. When you can get that line, back of the front thigh, top of the back thigh, to be straight or even over in people that are really flexible, then you can do the splits. Strong through the left foot if you had to go on the other side. Gentle back bend here. Exhale, hands down. Coming back to a three-legged dog. Left foot up and back and straight through to pigeon. Exhale, left knee, back of left wrist. Active pigeon. Lengthen back leg away. Tuck toes, lift body. Ready for those reverse sit-ups. Inhaling to lift. Exhaling, push down through the front leg. Inhale. We trained this once at the studio with partners. You'd have a little towel under your front leg, and your partner would try to pull the towel out. You just had to squash it down so much. Right. Imagine you're really holding something immobile under the leg. Next time you come up, lift up. Left foot forward. We're going to set up for our splits on the other side. Find your blocks. Lift the body up. You might want to work into it a little bit. Pick up those front toes. Gently working the heel away. When you're practicing this in your own time, socks on at least one of the feet can really help to help you slide the foot away. That's not cheating, that's just what you do. Okay. So it gets scary if you let the weight go. These blocks are too thin for this. So that's also a bit scary when they fall over. You want to keep the weight out a little bit because your full weight will be scary. So you keep lifting up. Keep imagining nice things. Slow the breathing. So we're going to come out. It's going to be about bringing that front heel in. Weight in the hands, weight in the blocks. Coming back, sit on the heels, nice and gently. Let the eyes close down. Here, we're already set up for it and we're really nice and warm. Might as well come through to our camel, right? I think it's time to come through for the back bend. And we're coming to the end of the practice now, so we know the drill. Lifting up, straight line, toes tucked. We'll take 2 rounds. So let's all do a toes tucked one to start off with and make sure we're feeling good. Guide the pelvis forwards. Long here, engaged here, really strong here. Lift up. Maybe just a couple of these dips back on the thighs. It's this strength in the quads, in fact, that really gives you the safety in this pose. You know you're holding your whole weight in your legs and in your core. From here, keep that belly long, open here in the heart. Maybe you guide the buttocks forwards, pelvis under. Raise the arms. Exhale, right hand down. Open left shoulder, reach back. Gaze forwards. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, left hand down, open. Right shoulder. Now if you're ready, right fingertips, right heel. Push off those toes. Open it up. When you're ready, draw the chin in. Keep pushing those forwards. Heart up. Lower it back down. So for a second round, either toes tucked again or feet down flat. And I'll show you this little transition as well for a bit of fun if you feel like it. Come from child's pose, head down. Fingers stay on the heels. And we lift up and come all the way through with the fingers down. So, if you feel like the body might be ready for that and you want to have a play, have a play. The trick is to just keep pushing the hips forward. It's like hips forwards, hips forwards, hips forwards, hips forwards. Open it up. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. If it hurts, you leave it. Always. Few more breaths with that. Nice. And then next time you come down, we'll all stay down. And we're going to come out onto the right hip. Sorry, Yasmin, you haven't quite finished there. Come out onto the right hip. Slowly, slowly, take your time. We're going to bring the buttocks to the middle of the mat. Draw those knees in. Give yourselves a big squeeze. Drop the forehead round the spine. Pushing knees against the arms for a really nice deep stretch. Inhale, lengthen the spine back up. Release the hands. Gentle Navasana. With the piano. A little boat pose, a little bit of core work with the piano. Extend it out. Extend it out, extend it out, extend it out. Lower it down. Hands flat on the mat. Draw those heels in. Extend the legs up and away. Coming through shoulder stand. This is our last strong pose for today. But shoulder stand can be a soft pose. See if the eyes can close. The weight in the shoulders, resting on the mat. If you get it right, you can stay here all day. To come out, the toes are going to go back behind the head. So we're lengthening towards our plow pose. Backs of the hands come to the mat in cactus. And we use the arms to help break us as we roll the back down. The idea is that the head and shoulders remain planted on the mat. Soles of the feet are down, back to the hands are down. Now to ease off any tension that we've put into the back, just going to adjust my radio here so I can roll around. We're going to do this one. So we're going to bring the soles of the feet under the knees, flop the knees over to the right. Inhale, pick up right knee and bring the knees to touch in the middle and flop over to the left. So the legs flop over. Inhale, bottom knee touches top knee, flop over to the other side. So the legs should smack down really satisfyingly. Inhale, knees are in the center. Exhale, flop. 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 Just keep going like this in your own pace. And then next time you've evened it out, we're going to bring the soles of the feet together. Supta Baddha Konasana, knees fall out to the side, soles of the feet together. Gently drawing knees into the chest. One last squeeze. And take happy baby. Our last asana before our Savasana. Happy baby. Knees energetically drawing towards armpits. Sacrum heavy on mat, shoulders heavy on mat. back of head heavy on mat. When you're ready, you can stay here for a few breaths longer if you want. Gently lower the legs, finding our way to our Shavasana. So maybe you're just flopping straight out. Maybe you need to find a jumper or something to cover the eyes. Maybe you'd like to take the legs up the wall like we've done once or twice. Options are open. Just the next short period of time just to get yourself ready for Shavasana to get settled. And drawing the mind back to this concept of freedom, of self-actualized freedom, freedom from ourselves, not total abdication of decency or responsibility, but realizing where we are restricted unnecessarily and artificially. Give yourself permission to be yourself, 100% yourself. I am free. Dropping a little deeper into it, feeling the body get heavier, mind getting lighter. Where can you let go? Very slowly and very gently, we're going to come back to the body, come back to the room, to the class. Take a deeper breath in. Feel the body expand and exhale. Gently release that through the mouth. And breathe in this time. See if you can feel the inhale coming out through the whole body. So fingertips and toe tips. Bring some tension to fingertips and toe tips. Exhale through the mouth. Soften. Once more like that. Inhaling, extending fingers and toes, long pointing toes. Exhale, start to bring movement to fingertips to toes. Maybe a gentle circling of ankle, of wrist. We reacquaint ourselves with the feeling of physical body, the weight of the body. Maybe there's a stretch, arms reaching back behind the head, toes pointing. Maybe some contentment. And then we'll roll onto one side and spend a few moments on one side. This transitional space. Shavasana represents death, it is corpse pose. So through it we say goodbye to everything that came before. When we sit up on the mat, we are refreshed and renewed and ready for the rest of our lives. So let's sit up now. Come back to the front of the mat. And just keeping the eyes closed and finding your cross-legged seat. Welcome back. Welcome to the rest of it. Maybe throughout the day, once or twice, you might think back to this idea of giving yourself permission to be more of yourself, even just a little bit. Let's bring the hands to heart center and we'll chant on together once to close this lovely practice. Inhaling deeply for Om. Gently bow forehead towards fingertips. Soften the skin at the shoulders, the back of the neck. Taking a moment to acknowledge the effort you put in today. Acknowledge how lucky we are to have the time to practice together and to have the yoga itself to practice. Thank you so much for your attention, your energy. Namaste.